What's up, agents, and welcome back to another Division video. I have literally been waiting years to make this build video, absolutely years. It's a piece of gear that has eluded me for what feels like an absolute lifetime. I got it yesterday. It's time to make the build video. It's going to be twofold. This is going to be the SMG version. I'm using the Ouroboros, but you can use a Dark Winter, whatever you like. Chatterbox would be another really good shout. We're on Lincoln Memorial. It's my general kind of farming build that this is going to be. It doesn't use blues, and this is why I wanted to show this as well, because it has an insane amount of survivability as well. And it's a lot of fun because you get to play super up close and personal and, you know, be red. So let's get straight into it. Did I say like, share, comment and subscribe? Please do. Now, there is multiple versions of this build that you can build. If you're unlucky like me, there is another version that you can build that will get you pretty much 90% of the way. But this is the version that you will want to end up with. And like I said, I will do an assault rifle version of this build as well, because they're the two that I will use depending on what content I'm using.
I see you.
If I'm doing close range stuff like I am right now, I'll probably use the SMG version. If I'm doing kind of like, you know, control points and things like that, I would probably use the assault rifle version. But I will split it into two videos because this one's going to be long enough, because I put a lengthy gameplay segment into this and I don't want to overload the video. Oh, he got away.
Nothing.
I mean, that made absolutely short work of that mission, and as you can imagine, running all the way through, it would make even shorter work of it. So it's working out absolutely amazing, and it's exactly what I was hoping for from the build. Now, I have been messing around with builds with the start of TU20. I am hoping that I didn't deselect SMG damage from my gunner specialization. That is going to be the first thing I'm going to remind you guys to do. I really wish they would just let us have all of these unlocked. But yep, there you go. Make sure you've got that 15% damage increase there. It's absolutely amazing. You definitely want that there. Right, okay, so let's go into the rest of the build. And here it is. This is it. This is the build, and you're going to be like, what are you on about? This is what you were wanting to put together for ages. But there's one piece in here that is so hard to get. So first of all, Hunter's Fury. It had a little bit of a change. It's only got 50% health on kill, but it really doesn't make any difference. We're running weapon damage, crit damage, crit damage. Then the gloves, weapon damage, crit damage. Knees, weapon damage, crit damage. And then we've got the holster at weapon damage, critical hit chance. Banshee Pulse or Shield, whatever you want here is going to be fine. Revive Hive, I would definitely recommend as a kind of a backup because of how up close and personal you are running. The chest piece is pretty hard to farm because you've got to get one that comes with crit chance and crit damage and then change the core attribute. It obviously also has to have Obliterate on, but you can craft these. So when there is a Bellstone piece in the vendor, it's definitely worth cracking out your scavenging points for some money and just buying and deconstructing, and then you can basically craft for days until you can pick up this piece. The piece that is really hard to get though is the backpack. You can see this is a named piece, the Liquid Engineer, and it has to get dropped with crit chance and crit damage, and it comes with perfect Bloodsucker, giving you all the survivability you need along with the 10% armor on kill from Gunner. It's weapon damage, crit chance, crit damage, and we get perfect Bloodsucker. Killing an enemy adds and refreshes a stack of 12% bonus armor for 10 seconds. Now, I did say to you there's different ones that you can use. If you don't want to farm the Liquid Engineer because it's a DZ exclusive, or you can get it from named caches from the Countdown vendor, or if you're lucky like me, I actually managed to craft this Again, you can use the same kind of theory as what I said for the chest piece. Buy and deconstruct bellstone pieces and just craft and craft and craft and craft and craft. But you have to get the blueprint from doing descent. So you buy reconstructed caches, you then get lucky to get the blueprint for the named item, and then you can craft it. That's what's made it be able for me to get it. I've not been able to get it from named caches. I've not been able to get it from farming in the DZ. It's just too hard to try and get the double red version. So if you've got one of these, think yourself absolutely lucky. But for an alternative, you could just go with a regular, you know, as you can see here, I had a liquid engineer that I changed this top attribute. So this could be crit chance, crit damage, and then obviously a crit damage mod. And keep the blue armor core if you want to keep a blue armor core in there. Or if you really wanted to, I've not got one on me, you could basically craft a normal Bellstone backpack. I keep it as armor core and try and get crit chance, crit damage, and regular bloodsucker. And that would work as well. Or if you get really lucky and you craft one and you get crit chance, crit damage, and bloodsucker, you could then change the core attributes, and regular bloodsucker is 10 rather than 12. But obviously this is the reason I wanted to make this video. This is the god roll for this build. When we look at the stats, you can see it's 59 crit chance and 151% crit damage with 70% headshot, and it just does everything. It absolutely does everything. You know, it's pretty good now material wise, getting our expertise up to 25. That's pretty nice as well. And yeah, it's just an all-round good build. Like I said, I will do an assault rifle version as well for content that requires you to, you know, be able to shoot a little bit further. But this thing is absolutely goated. It's brilliant, a lot of fun, great all-round build for all your day-to-day activities. Highly recommend. I would definitely put at least, you know, a version of this together, and, you know, running Bloodsucker and Obliterate together, they're a dream combo. They're really, really good. And because of all the armor on kill that we get in here as well, you know, the 20% armor on kill plus the armor regen, we just don't need any blue cores for heroic content when we become this powerful. That's going to be it for the video. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Let me know down below what you guys are running, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.